Governor J.B. Pritzker has made criminal justice reform one of his key pillars of the administration.
One of the changes he hopes to make is ending the practice of cash bail. The governor says the system disproportionately forces low-income people of color into a cycle of unearned detention and instability. He also hopes the JEO initiative can reform low-level drug sentences and focus on substance abuse treatment programs. The group will also consider recommendations to improve housing for anyone coming out of the criminal justice system.
I think we've learned over the last 30 years now that just throwing everybody in prison doesn't solve the problem.
Back here in Winnebago County, local representatives are split on whether ending cash bail is a good decision or not.
And an official for the sheriff's office says it could affect Winnebago County. 13 News reporter Richard Bodie heard both sides of the argument tonight.
Cash bail brings in a lot of money for Winnebago County.
A Class A misdemeanor is $1,000. What that means is you'd have to pay 10% of that in cash to secure your release.
The money is split between the circuit clerk's office and the sheriff's office and brings in more than $500,000 annually, a revenue source the county could lose if the state decides to end cash bail. And Chief Deputy Mark Carner also points out that there are other potential drawbacks.
Unless there's circumstances that show you're really likely to either flee or that you pose a danger to the public, then you just get secured on your signature. That could be a real big deal.
But Democratic Senator Steve Stottlemyr says that system is already somewhat in place. In 2017, legislation was passed that gives a judge discretion to issue a recognizance bond, which is issued to low-risk offenders who don't have the resources to pay a bond in cash.
Cash bail, or not having to use cash bail, is already an option currently under state law. I guess the question is how much the governor wants to expand the ability to not have to use cash bail.
Senator Stottlemyr says he'll wait and see what the wording of the legislation is before he decides how he'll vote. But Republican Senator Dave Severson has already made up his mind. He says by getting rid of cash bail, the state is giving criminals more power and even fewer will show up to court.
The reason for the bond is to give a tool to make sure that either they're going to show up or someone who's bonding them out is going to make sure that they show up. And so just eliminating that is going to create a problem.
While the system to replace cash bail isn't clear, Senator Severson believes legislation will be introduced in Springfield soon. For your 13 Weather Authority, Richard Bodie, 13 News.
Ending cash bail is just one of a number of initiatives the Pritzker administration will try to pass this year. There is no concrete legislation just yet.